Dear Starseed from Gaia, being told you are too intense, too deep, or too emotional is not a diagnosis. It is a compatibility report. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and Layara, the divine feminine aspect, speaks through me with this sacred truth. The men who called you too much were simply not built to hold your frequency. Your depth is not a flaw to be corrected. It is a divine filter doing its job, clearing your path for the one who can match your soul's intensity. You have been carrying shame for gifts that are meant to magnetize your divine counterpart, not shrink to accommodate those who cannot rise to meet you. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to recognize your divine counterpart and stop dimming your light for love that was never meant for you. But here's the first revelation. Every person who told you that you were too much was actually revealing their own limitations, not yours. Your emotional depth is not excessive. It is the language your twin flame speaks fluently. This isn't content. It's a transmission. Something in your soul is ready to remember that your intensity is your superpower, not your burden. You didn't find this message by chance. Your heart called this guidance in because you're ready to stop apologizing for being a woman who feels everything deeply. Like this transmission to affirm to the universe, I embrace my depth as a divine gift. Comment enough if you're done shrinking yourself for love that was never yours to begin with. This isn't just a message. It's a moment of divine intervention. Your soul has been waiting for permission to be fully, unapologetically you. Your heart knows why you're here. Your intensity isn't too much. It's your truth beacon, a lighthouse in the vast ocean of human connection, guiding specific ships to your shore. Most people have been conditioned to believe they need to dim their inner radiance, to soften their edges, or to somehow become less of themselves in order to find love, acceptance, and belonging. But for souls carrying a deep, resonant frequency, for those whose very essence vibrates at a higher, more potent level, the journey is precisely the opposite. Your authentic, unadulterated presence, your full energetic signature, is designed to be a precise and powerful filter, not a universal magnet attempting to draw in everyone. The profound reason why so many past connections felt forced, unsustainable, or profoundly draining isn't because love itself is inherently difficult or elusive. It's because in those moments, you were attempting the impossible task of watering down an entire ocean, the boundless expanse of your being, to fit it into someone else's small, often inadequate, cup. You were pouring your immensity into a vessel simply not designed to hold it, and in doing so, you diminished your own spirit while creating friction where harmony should have been. Here's a liberating truth that nobody tells you enough about energetic sovereignty, about owning your divine vibrational space. When you courageously choose to honor your full, uncompromised depth, when you stand unapologetically in the magnificent vastness of who you truly are, you are not, in fact, pushing people away. Instead, you are enacting a divine process of revelation, clearly showing you exactly who was never truly meant to stay in your orbit, who lacked the capacity or alignment to walk alongside you on your sacred path. Your inherent intensity, far from being a flaw or a burden, is actually a sacred screening process, an intelligent, energetic mechanism designed by the universe itself. It allows only those souls who possess the vibrational resonance, the emotional maturity, and the spiritual openness to genuinely meet you at your profound soul level, to enter your cherished energy field and experience the transformative beauty within it. Every single person who, in their own limitation, couldn't handle your unwavering authenticity was not rejecting you, but rather showing you a profound truth about themselves. They were simply not vibrationally aligned with the unique, high-frequency journey upon which your soul is embarking. Their departure isn't a loss. It's a recalibration, a sacred clearing. The vast majority of souls spend lifetimes, perhaps even countless incarnations, engaged in the painful, self-erasing practice of learning to shrink themselves, to make themselves palatable, to diminish their light in the desperate pursuit of love and acceptance. But your soul, dear one, carries a different blueprint. You are here, in this lifetime, not to shrink, but to learn the exact opposite, to courageously expand into the fullest, most radiant expression of your inherent truth, and to cultivate an unshakable trust that the authentic, soul-aligned connections you deeply desire will naturally and effortlessly find you precisely there in your unbridled authenticity. Your magnificent depth isn't a barrier to the kind of love you crave. It is, in fact, the sacred gateway, the very portal, to connections that possess the substance, the resonance, and the spiritual magnitude to truly sustain, nourish, and elevate your expansive heart for the long journey ahead. It is the key to a love that doesn't just tolerate you, but celebrates and expands with you. The first key, the intensity recognition. Your power is not your problem. Think back to your formative years. It's highly probable that, at some pivotal moment, a well-meaning but fundamentally misinformed individual looked at your vibrant, sensitive, and deeply feeling self and declared that you were too much. Perhaps they labeled you too sensitive, too intense, too emotional, or too deep, unaware of the profound disservice they were doing to your budding spirit. That seemingly innocuous comment, uttered from their own limited understanding, landed in your tender consciousness like a seed, planting the insidious belief that your natural, inherent frequency, the very essence of your being, was somehow flawed, incorrect, or something to be managed and tamed. This seed, if left unchecked, can grow into a formidable barrier, causing you to unconsciously dim your brilliance for years, even decades. But here, beloved soul, is the unvarnished truth, a truth that seeks to liberate you. Your intensity is not a defect. It is your unique, undeniable energetic signature. It is your soul's divine fingerprint, an unmistakable vibrational frequency that the universe uses to recognize and distinguish you in a crowded room, amidst a sea of souls who, out of fear or conditioning, are still playing small, still hiding their true selves. Your profound depth is not a design flaw that needs correcting. It is, rather, your divine assignment, your sacred purpose in this earthly experience. You specifically chose to incarnate with this extraordinary capacity, to feel everything with vivid clarity, to see beyond the superficial veneers of the material world, to connect at levels of emotional and spiritual intimacy that most people haven't even begun to discover exist within themselves or others. This is your unique way of experiencing and contributing to the tapestry of life. Therefore, when another person, confronted by the sheer magnitude of your intensity, reacts by recoiling, by becoming uncomfortable, or by ultimately withdrawing, understand this: they are not rejecting you as a person. Instead, they are, in that very moment, revealing their own current capacity, their own vibrational limits, and the boundaries of their personal energetic container. And that information, presented with such undeniable clarity, is more valuable than gold. It is a profound gift of discernment, saving you precious time and emotional energy that would otherwise be spent trying to force a connection where none truly exists. The first key to unlocking a life of authentic connection and profound fulfillment truly turns in the lock when you cease viewing your depth, your sensitivity, and your intensity as inconvenient traits to be controlled, managed, or worst of all, suppressed. Instead, you begin the transformative journey of recognizing them for what they truly are, your greatest, most potent gifts. Your intensity, you see, is not just a personal attribute. It is a powerful energetic tool that actively calibrates your entire reality. It acts as a divine compass, instinctively determining with unerring accuracy who is vibrationally aligned enough to stay and walk beside you, who, by their own misalignment, will gracefully exit your sphere, and who, among the vast multitude, will be granted the immense privilege, the true honor, of experiencing life, connection, and growth within the sacred, vibrant energy field that is uniquely yours. It is a filter of divine love, protecting your sacred space. The second key, the frequency match, only resonant souls can enter, If you are a deeply resonant soul, you have undoubtedly noticed a pervasive pattern. Superficial small talk, the kind of polite, surface-level exchanges that pepper everyday interactions, leaves you feeling utterly drained, often with a hollow ache in your spirit. Similarly, connections that remain perpetually at the shallow end of the pool, never daring to plumb the depths, inevitably leave you feeling empty, unfulfilled, and craving something more substantial, something authentic. This isn't a personality quirk or an emotional deficiency on your part. It is because your finely tuned energy field, your very essence, is meticulously designed for profound, soul-level depth encounters. It hungers for meaning, for truth, for connection that transcends the mundane. When you encounter someone whose frequency genuinely matches your own, someone who vibrates at a similar, harmonious rhythm, you will find that conversations between you don't merely proceed. They flow like ancient life-giving rivers, effortlessly carving paths through the landscape of shared understanding. These interactions are not just easy, they are deeply nourishing, inherently transformative, and leave both parties feeling invigorated and seen. Conversely, when there's a vibrational mismatch, every single interaction, every word exchanged, every moment shared, feels like the exhausting, Sisyphean task of pushing water uphill against an invisible, yet palpable, current. It becomes a strenuous effort, devoid of grace or ease, leaving both souls depleted. Understand this deeply. This isn't a matter of being overly particular, of having unrealistic standards, or of pickiness in the conventional sense. This is fundamental energetic physics, as undeniable and universal as the law of gravity. Just as like attracts like in the physical world, so too do high-frequency souls naturally, almost instinctively repel low-vibration connections. It's a built-in protective mechanism of the universe. Your sophisticated energy field is in a constant, subconscious state of scanning for resonance, for that unmistakable echo of spiritual kinship, searching for someone whose heart beats at a similar, harmonious rhythm to yours, someone whose soul song is in tune with your own. When, out of loneliness, desperation, or societal pressure, you try to force connections with individuals who are operating at a fundamentally different frequency, whose values, awareness, and emotional depth are fundamentally out of sync with your own, you inevitably create intense energetic friction. This friction is not only profoundly uncomfortable, but also immensely exhausting, draining the vital life force from both individuals involved. It's like trying to play a beautiful symphony with instruments that are wildly out of tune. The result is dissonance, not harmony. The second key truly unlocks its power when you finally release the burden of trying to make everyone comfortable or to tailor your energetic output to suit every passerby. Instead, you step into the profound trust that your magnificent energy field, imbued with divine intelligence, will flawlessly guide you. It will naturally attract and bring into your life precisely those connections that are not only capable of handling your elevated frequency, but are also genuinely seeking it. Your authentic, uncompromised self, vibrating at its inherent truth, is the ultimate, most sophisticated filter you could ever possess. Trust its wisdom. It knows who is meant for you. The third key, the depth portal, your intensity, is their activation. Here's an exquisite, often overlooked truth, a beautiful secret of spiritual partnership. When the right, truly aligned person encounters the full, unbridled expanse of your depth, their instinctive reaction isn't to flee in fear or discomfort. On the contrary, something profound stirs within them. They recognize not a threat, but a profound sense of home. Your intensity, your vibrant truth, does not intimidate or scare souls who are authentically aligned with your path. Rather, it acts as a powerful catalyst, awakening dormant parts of their own being, stirring within them a recognition of their own forgotten magnitude. In these sacred encounters, you don't merely connect. You become a living, breathing portal, inviting others to access and reclaim parts of themselves, their inherent wisdom, their forgotten power, their deepest sensitivities, that they may have unconsciously suppressed or long forgotten existed within their own inner landscape. your light shines brightly enough to illuminate their own. The relationships that are truly destined for you, the connections that are woven into the very fabric of your soul's journey, do not, under any circumstances, require you to tone down your vibrant essence, to diminish your truth, or to make yourself smaller. Quite the opposite. These soul-aligned partnerships demand that you courageously turn up your light, amplify your authentic expression, and lean fully into the magnificent truth of who you are. Your unwavering authenticity, like a permission slip from the cosmos, gives others the profound freedom and courage to finally drop their own masks, to shed the protective personas they've adopted, and to reveal their own vulnerable, beautiful selves. Your depth, far from being intimidating, creates a sacred, expansive space, an energetic sanctuary for genuine soul-bearing intimacy to blossom, allowing for a connection that bypasses the superficial and dives straight into the heart of shared existence. And perhaps most powerfully, your very intensity, your willingness to feel and to be, activates dormant parts of their soul, sparking an inner fire that has been patiently waiting, sometimes for lifetimes, for someone brave enough, someone authentic enough, to go first, to lead the way into the truth of being. Consider this weighty thought. Every single time you have, out of a misguided desire to accommodate or a fear of rejection, dimmed your magnificent light to make others feel more comfortable in your presence, you have unwittingly robbed them of a precious opportunity. You have denied them the chance, and indeed, the sacred invitation, to rise to meet you, to expand their own capacity for depth, and to discover the higher vibrations that your presence could have awakened within them. The third key to liberation and profound connection truly unlocks when you come to the deeply empowering realization that your full, unbridled expression of self is not an act of selfishness, as some might have led you to believe. Instead, it is a profound act of service to the world, a courageous contribution to the collective awakening. You are here in your magnificent truth to vividly show others what true courage looks like, what unwavering authenticity feels like, and what expansive, unconditioned love can truly manifest. The fourth key, the sovereignty shield. Your energy field is your temple. This is a non-negotiable truth of energetic well-being. You are absolutely not responsible for managing, ameliorating, or otherwise catering to other people's comfort levels with your inherent, unyielding authenticity. Their discomfort is their own internal landscape, not a reflection or a burden on yours. Therefore, when someone in your life expresses that you are too intense or too much, they are not offering you constructive feedback designed for your growth. Rather, they are, quite simply and powerfully, announcing their own limitations, their own current capacity for depth and truth. Your energy field, which emanates from your very being, is not just a personal space. It is a sacred, inviolable temple, a divine sanctuary. And within this sacred space, you hold the absolute sovereign right, a birthright, in fact, to choose with discernment and intention precisely who is granted access to its hallowed chambers. No one is entitled to reside within it without conscious invitation and vibrational alignment. Energetic sovereignty is a profound spiritual principle. It means understanding, at the deepest level of your being, that you do not and never will owe anyone a diluted, watered down, or compromised version of your authentic self. There is no cosmic contract that dictates you must shrink to fit another's expectation. You are not obligated to explain your inherent depth, to justify your profound sensitivity, or to apologize in any way, shape, or form for your potent intensity. These deeply ingrained traits are not your social shortcomings, designed to be fixed or concealed. On the contrary, they are your spiritual superpowers, divinely bestowed gifts that enable you to navigate the world with greater insight, empathy, and truth. To diminish them would be to diminish your own power. The fourth key fully unlocks its transformative potential when you shift your perception entirely. You stop viewing difficult people, those who struggle with your energy, as problems to be solved, or as individuals you need to somehow fix or convert. Instead, you begin to see them as invaluable sources of information, acting as clear, unmistakable messengers about alignment. When someone, through their words, actions, or palpable energetic discomfort, indicates that they cannot handle your vibrant, potent energy, they are, in that very moment, doing you an enormous favor. They are, with crystal clarity, revealing that they are not your person, not meant for your journey at this juncture. Instead of internalizing their reaction as a personal failing, embrace it as a gift of clarity. Thank them, internally or externally, for this invaluable insight, for illuminating the path forward. And then, with empowered grace, keep moving forward on your sacred journey, knowing your true connections await. The fifth key, the authentic magnetism. Truth draws truth. When you consciously choose to fully embody, embrace, and express your authentic frequency, when you allow your truth to radiate without apology or reservation, something truly magical and alchemical begins to unfold in your life. You cease being a universal receptor, and instead transform into a powerful, unmistakable beacon, a lighthouse of truth that naturally, gracefully, and irresistibly magnetizes souls who are operating at the exact same, aligned energetic level as you. Your inherent intensity, which may have once felt like a repellent force pushing people away, now undergoes a profound metamorphosis. It stops repelling the misaligned and, with divine precision, begins to magnetize your true tribe, your soul family, your people. Authentic magnetism, you see, is not about striving to be broadly likable to everyone you encounter, which is an exhausting and ultimately futile endeavor. Instead, it is about cultivating an energetic signature that is so clear, so resonant, and so deeply true to your core that it becomes utterly irresistible to the right ones, to those souls who are truly meant to connect with you. When you courageously shed the exhausting performance of palatability, when you stop contorting yourself into forms that others deem acceptable, and instead choose to stand firmly and joyously in the embodiment of your unvarnished truth, you create an energetic signature that acts like a divine homing signal. This signal specifically calls in and attracts connections that are not only capable of matching your profound depth, but are also hungering for it, ready to dive into it with you. The fifth key fully unlocks when you arrive at the liberating realization that the ultimate goal in matters of the heart and connection isn't to be superficially loved or merely tolerated by a vast multitude of people. The true, soul-nourishing aim is to be authentically, deeply, and unconditionally seen, celebrated, and cherished by the few, the truly resonant, courageous few, who matter, whose presence genuinely enriches your soul. Your unwavering authenticity, in its purest form, becomes a profound love letter, a heartfelt declaration inscribed in the very fabric of your energy field, addressed directly to your future, aligned connections. It whispers to them, across time and space, letting them know, I am here, I am real, I am true, and I am ready for something extraordinary, something that transcends the ordinary, something truly divine. It is an invitation to deep, transformative love. The sixth key, the calibration trust, your field, knows consider this profound truth. Your energy field, this invisible yet potent aura that surrounds and permeates you, is not a passive receptacle. It is a highly sophisticated, exquisitely intelligent system, constantly and tirelessly calculating compatibility, assessing resonance, and discerning vibrational alignment with every person and situation it encounters. Think back to that person who, after merely 5 minutes of conversation, left you feeling utterly drained, heavy, or uneasy. That wasn't an accident or a coincidence. In that moment, your astute energy field was actively protecting you, sending unmistakable signals that this connection was not in your highest good, that it was energetically depleting. Conversely, remember a connection that felt effortless, fluid, and joyful from the very first conversation, sparking an immediate sense of recognition and ease. In that beautiful instance, your energy field intuitively recognized home, a resonant echo of kinship, a vibrational match that signified alignment. You possess an internal navigation system, a spiritual GPS that is infinitely more sophisticated, nuanced, and trustworthy than any external dating app, algorithm, or mental checklist. The profound wisdom lies in learning to trust it implicitly. The time has come to cease overriding your innate energetic knowing with mental justifications, with logical contortions, or with societal expectations that often run contrary to your deepest truth. When a person, a place, or even a situation feels heavy, dense, or draining in your sacred space, believe your body's profound wisdom. Your physical vessel is a conduit for spiritual information, and its subtle signals are always telling you the truth. When, on the other hand, someone's presence causes your heart to expand, to feel light, joyful, or profoundly seen, pay meticulous attention to that expansive feeling. These are not merely fleeting emotions. They are potent indicators of alignment, clear affirmations from your higher self. Your intensity, you see, is not just about how you show up in the world, how brightly you shine. It is also, and perhaps more importantly, about how you discern, how you calibrate, and how you instinctively know who genuinely belongs in the sacred ecosystem of your world and who is simply passing through. The sixth key to profound self-trust and empowered connection truly unlocks when you stop habitually second-guessing your instinctive energetic responses, those gut feelings and subtle shifts in your being. Instead, you begin a conscious practice of honoring them, elevating them to the status of divine intelligence. Your energy field, connected to the vast wisdom of the cosmos, already possesses a deep, undeniable knowing of what your analytical mind, still grappling with logic and external factors, hasn't quite figured out yet. It holds the map, it understands the currents, and it whispers the truth that will guide you to your most authentic connections. The seventh key, the sacred selection, you are the gift. Here, beloved soul, is the ultimate, most liberating truth, a realization that can profoundly shift your entire perspective on relationships and self-worth. People don't simply get automatic, unrestricted access to the profound depth of your being, to the sacred chambers of your heart and soul. No, access to your unique, precious, and transformative energy is something they must genuinely earn the privilege of experiencing. Your inherent intensity, far from being something you inflict upon an unsuspecting world or a burden you carry, is, in actuality, a profound and sacred gift that the world, or rather the deserving few within it, get to receive if and when they prove themselves worthy of such an extraordinary offering. You are not too much for the right person. Such a concept is an illusion born of past misalignments. For the souls who are truly meant to journey alongside you, the souls whose paths are divinely intertwined with yours, you are not merely enough. You are exactly, perfectly, exquisitely enough. You are the precise frequency, the exact light, the profound depth they have been yearning for. It is time, dear one, to gracefully release the exhausting and self-diminishing pursuit of trying to make yourself palatable, digestible, or conveniently less for people who, by their very nature and current capacity, simply cannot handle or appreciate your full, vibrant flavor. Imagine a connoisseur of fine wines being offered a watered-down cordial. They would not only be unimpressed, but would also miss the true essence of what you genuinely are. The right connections, those forged in the fires of authentic resonance, will not merely tolerate your intensity, as if it were a minor inconvenience they must endure. On the contrary, they will actively crave it. They will be drawn to it like moths to a sacred flame, recognizing it as the very quality that elevates and enriches their own lives. They will see your depth not as a bewildering complexity or a burdensome demand, but as the precious, rare treasure it truly is, a wellspring of wisdom, passion, and profound connection that others, in their spiritual immaturity, mistakenly perceived as a flaw or a challenge. The seventh key reaches its apex and fully unlocks when you undertake a profound, empowering paradigm shift in your internal dialogue. You transition from the anxious, often self-doubting question of, will they accept me, to the courageous, sovereign declaration of, are they truly ready for me? Do they possess the capacity, the heart, and the soul to meet me in my fullness? In this powerful reframe, your authenticity, no longer a source of insecurity, transforms into the magnificent gift it was always divinely intended to be. A rare, potent, and deeply transformative offering, reserved with sacred intention for those wise enough, open enough, and evolved enough to truly recognize and cherish its immeasurable value. This is the ultimate act of self-love and discernment. Here's what your soul, in its infinite wisdom and eternal knowing, already understands. But your mind, burdened by past conditioning and fear, keeps forgetting. You did not incarnate into this lifetime to simply be comfortable, to live a life of lukewarm acceptance and compromise. Your sacred purpose, your divine assignment, was to come here and bravely, unequivocally be true to your essence, to your feelings, to your unique vibrational signature. Every single time you have, out of fear or a misplaced desire for external validation, attempted to shrink your magnificent self for the sake of finding love, you have, in essence, betrayed your own sacred assignment, your unique soul contract. Your intensity, therefore, is not an emotional excess. It is your integrity made visible, a blazing testament to your commitment to truth. Your depth is not a burden. It is your divinity expressing itself, a direct conduit to the infinite wisdom and love that resides within you. The periods of profound loneliness you may have experienced, those long nights of silent yearning, were not indicators that you were unlovable, flawed, or somehow unworthy of connection. On the contrary, that loneliness was a sacred space you were holding, a crucible of readiness, intentionally kept open by your soul for the arrival of connections truly worthy of your immense magnitude, capable of mirroring your depth and celebrating your light. The people who, in their own limitations, could not handle your radiant truth, who turned away from your intensity, were not misfortunes. They were, in the grand divine orchestration of your life, clearing the path, creating the necessary energetic space for the ones who will not only celebrate your truth, but will also be utterly transformed and inspired by it. You are not here, beloved soul, to undergo a painful lesson in becoming less so that others can love you more easily. Your profound spiritual lesson, your triumphant journey, is to learn to be fully, vibrantly, unapologetically yourself, so that the right, soul-aligned connections can, with unerring precision, find you amidst the vast, beautiful crowd of humanity. They are searching for precisely the unique and magnificent frequency that you naturally emit. Your energy field, this vibrant, pulsating aura that surrounds you, is far more than just a personal boundary. It is your prayer made manifest, an active, dynamic petition to the universe, constantly vibrating with the silent, yet powerful question: send me the ones who can dance at this exhilarating frequency. Send me those who are ready for the symphony of my soul. Trust that profound, heartfelt prayer. Trust that intricate divine process of attraction and repulsion. Trust, above all, that the souls who are precisely meant for your extraordinary journey are actively, eagerly, and precisely looking for exactly what you naturally are: a beacon of truth, a wellspring of depth, and a radiant expression of divine love. Tonight, as the world settles into its rhythm, take a sacred moment. Place your hand gently upon your heart, feeling the steady beat of your own life force, and with every fiber of your being, say this aloud, allowing the words to resonate deeply within your core. I am not too much. I am exactly what the right souls are seeking. I trust my intensity to guide me home, to guide me to the connections that are divinely meant for me. If you're ready to dive even deeper into this transformative work, where we explore these keys to energetic sovereignty and authentic connection with practical tools and profound insights, be sure to grab your copy of our free ebook, Embrace Your Radiance, a guide to unapologetic self-love and soul-aligned connections. It's packed with exercises and meditations to help you step into your power and attract the love you deserve. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real from your heart journey. Then respond to someone else's with encouragement or love. This isn't content, it's collective healing. Love multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your life is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow of divine love guidance. You're not just watching, you're healing. This is your sacred space, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.